not yet. Early birds soon crowing. Wake when dawn declares.
There's been quite a lot of recording in the last 20 years. I've done, a few solo projects. But these guys have played with me for, around 15, 16 years. And I thought it would be nice if we paid our respects to those musicians by finally they get to be on a Jethro Tull album, because they've been performing as Jethro Tull in live concerts for all that time. It's the longest period of the band being the same group, the same lineup since we began.
Someone has to take the high road. Someone has to make the bed. No one has the right to tell you to lie down when all is said. The black and white, the stereotype, a polarizing picture.
I went to look and search through the Bible to find examples of those strong emotions. Some of them are good emotions, love, companionship, loyalty. Some of them are bad emotions, anger, greed, jealousy, vengeance. And I took little elements of biblical text, wrote them all down, and decided, I would write a song that used those ideas. I felt it was a good example of how we all have almost like a genetic part of us that we're programmed to get angry about things, to get very emotional. So that's why I called it the zealot gene, as if it was a genetic property of Homo sapiens, our species.
Hard to choose between them. Tramps on a night out of season. Bare legs and arms at the taxi stand.
Probably because of being an album artist since I began. I think of an album as a project and as something that is complete. The Zealot Gene is done. It's all finished. It was finally finished in May, June of this year. And I now think about the next one. So January the 1st of 2022, 9 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there starting work on a new album project. I have some ideas, but I don't want to do it now, not this week or next week. I want to wait until 9 o'clock in the morning on the 1st of January. Then I shall feel committed, It's quite exciting because, imagine at 9:30, I haven't got any ideas, and at 10 o'clock I'm going crazy. I can't think of anything. It's exciting.
Moist under my hand, she sleeps, breath comes quickly. A sigh parts silky lips, soft swelled breast, proud golden tips.
During the lockdown years, I thought, well, it's a good time for me to do the lyric book and get together all of the lyrics of all of the songs. And that might sound like it's easy, but in fact, it isn't, because the lyrics that are printed, if you go online and you'll find all the Jethro Tull stuff. Most of it has spelling mistakes or wrong words. It's not accurate. And even on the album covers where lyrics were printed, sometimes there's a typographic mistake because they were written out by a secretary in an office somewhere looking at my scribbled notes from the studio. And plus, I may have taken some notes in, and when I sang it on that day, that particular take, I changed a word or two. So I had to sit and listen to everything I ever recorded 3 or 4 times to write out all the lyrics correctly and check them again.
You're taking chances and your reputation's golden. Going out in the night time, you think you make no sense.
My interest in photography goes back to very analog days of old-fashioned film cameras. And then, of course, like many things, like in music, the digital age came about, and a little nervously I decided that I should try to learn about that technology. And so these days, of course, I'm like I am in music, I'm working with Lightroom and Photoshop, or in music I'm, working with Logic 10, software music recording program. And I know some people love it. They just love playing with computers and technology and, oh wow, there's a new update to this program. I download it straight away and see what it... There are some people who actually like that, but I think many of us go, oh God. I mean, Stephen Wilson was still working with Logic 8, I think, when I met him, and he didn't want to change, because he'd invested so much time and effort and money. He wasn't happy about changing to, the most recent operating software.
In the shuffling madness of the locomotive breath runs the all-time lesson and plunge his death when it feels so pissed and straight.
I mean, I don't know, but I think probably I was sometimes impatient, maybe a little harsh, not thinking enough about other people. But I didn't do it, out of intention to hurt people. It's just, when you're busy and you're working and sometimes you can be a little impatient and maybe not as understanding as you should be. So, working with a band and road crew and people who depend on me making the right decisions and working hard, I have to remember that I should try to be patient, try to be a nice guy all the time. I meet lots of people who say, oh yeah, I met you many years ago and you were really a nice person. You were, I heard bad stories, but you were really nice to me. They obviously got me on a good day.